Welcome to the M.A.N Show.
All right, welcome everybody to the M.A.N Show, episode 4. I am Karth. I'm joined here with Critter.
What's up, everybody?
How you doing, Critter?
Good, man. How you?
Oh man, I'm good. Had a bit of a busy week. Was certainly the birthday party weekend. I think I attended 4 different birthday parties. Um, so it was a little bit of a scramble these last couple days. Had both my parents' birthday is in March, and so they wound up doing a combined thing and moving it up a week as they're trying to sell their house and so on. And then they ended up having an open house, so they had to get out, and they were like, "Hey, you know what? This just makes sense." So I had that pretty much most of the day Saturday, and actually missed the Overwatch event that I signed up for that Jakite put on. Super bummed about that, but got to celebrate that milestone with my folks and then some friends, and my wife's boss had a surprise 40th party that just ended up getting back from well, about an hour ago or so. So that was a good deal of fun. And in between the chaos of kind of missing out on the handicap challenge and the Overwatch event, I did pick up Vermintide, and I had an opportunity to play some with Blue and Eric and McCool. So that was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed Vermintide. It was pretty good, though. We actually played some on stream Saturday night after I got back from another event with my wife's boss. He was pushing us to come out on Saturday because he didn't know about the party. He's like, "Oh, come on, you got to come celebrate my birthday." And we are like, "Man, we're gonna be with you all day tomorrow. You just don't know it yet, you know." But
That's funny.
so my wife is like, we should go, you know, and some friends and coworkers from New Jersey were in town and stuff too. So it was an opportunity for her to get to mingle with people she works with from afar every day and stuff. So it was good. But so then I came back from that event a little frosty, and got a little more frosty. Another bout with the beer from the country of Michigan, and I think I lost this round too. But speaking of losing, last night on Vermintide we lost every round. Basically, we didn't we didn't complete one mission. It was a little bit of a nightmare, but we had a freaking blast. But I did play a little bit this afternoon with Blue and McCool, and finally got my first mission completion, if you will. So that was cool. Played a little bit of Diablo 3 with you guys. That was a lot of fun. Got my Necromancer to level 70. Thanks to Subliminal. I appreciate the rush there, bud. And played a tiny bit of Rocket League. Probably not as much as I would have liked, but that was pretty much my week. What about you? What'd you get into?
I wasn't quite that busy. I was around the Discord a good bit this week, so that was nice. We had a lot going on. I did. My son had his first coach's pitch game this weekend, which they won, so that was awesome. Because in the fall, I think we won the entire season, so we're starting off the season pretty good. I too missed the Overwatch event. It totally slipped my mind. I was actually at home for the event and just forgot about it. So that's my bad. I'll look forward to the next one. I've only played about 2 hours of Overwatch, but it's a lot of fun. Then doing some D3 seasonal character leveling, just for fun. It's been quite some time since I ran a character. I'm sure once I get looted out, I'll do a couple greater rifts and then not play it again for a long time. But that's all right. It's still a lot of fun. Other than that, man, just trying to get in some Rocket League, doing some of the events around our Discord, some of the community events. It's been a lot of fun. And working homework. That's about it.
Yeah, I hear that. Speaking of all the events around the Discord, we had the Man Mixer Night last week. I thought that seemed like it was very successful. There was probably upwards of at least 6 full in-house games going at once, with everyone kind of being of similar rank. So I hope that everybody that attended enjoyed that and made some new friends.
It actually filled up early because I got on about 5 minutes before it was supposed to start to try to get in, and um, apparently about 10 minutes before that, they had already filled up all 6 in-houses, and then was periodically trying to make more as people came in, kind of hanging out in the lobby. So yeah, it was a big success this week. Should have RSVP'd a little sooner, I guess.
Yeah. And Friday we had the Man Solo 2s. It seemed like that had a very solid attendance and a very positive response. And I know personally I was super excited and think it's just phenomenal that we had a EU time zone friendly event. Super jazzed about that and hope to see that continue and expand a little bit as the year goes on um, for our friends across the pond. But that seemed like it went really well. I know last week we talked about you would go on to that event, and I know you got stuck at work or something like that, right? And you couldn't make it.
Yeah. Typically on Fridays, at the fire department, we knock off a little early because Chief usually leaves, but not that day. That day he decided to go on a rampage and stayed. So I didn't get to attend the Man Solo 2s, but my partner Emlia from EU participated in that one. I talked to her a little bit about it, and she said it was a lot of fun. Bouncing around, new people every time. Definitely a cool concept. I wish I could have made it. Hopefully there'll be another, and I can get into that one.
Awesome. Yeah, the 2v2 Mandicap challenge seemed like that was a lot of fun. That was Saturday night, and as you said, you were partnered up with Elm Leah, and that event seemed like it went really well too. I know Beers talked with me a bit about some of the tweaks and changes to try to make that a little bit better, but I think all in all, it was pretty cool to see everyone kind of partnering up and doing a little bit of an unorthodox format that hopefully was more inviting and welcoming to lower ranked players as well.
Yeah, the handicap challenge was a lot of fun. And most people entered as a free agent. I think there was only like 2, maybe 3 pre-made teams, so you just had no clue who you were going to get paired with. But it was definitely a lot of fun because some of the points gaps got pretty large, so it was entertaining to see who could push that many points in a small amount of time and things like that. And it definitely gives you a little bit of an not an advantage, but a buffer when you're playing a team that's obviously better than yours. It forces them to really have to try to cover that point spread. But it was a lot of fun. I think me and my partner Emily came in 8th, so right in the middle of the pack. I think we had a total of 12 teams. So it was a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing how Beer and Bratwurst and Zona kind of tweak that point system, maybe gold down area. Feels like it probably still needs a little bit more of a point spread for that range, but anyway, it was still a lot of fun, and everybody seemed to have a good time that night.
Awesome. Yeah, then of course earlier in the day on Saturday we got to watch Team M.A.N do the play-ins. Super proud of those guys. Very excited to see what the future holds. So I know they went out a little bit earlier than they were hoping, and I know they certainly had some very tough challenges ahead of them. Like we heard Plague talk about, last week's show. That their toughest tests were certainly ahead of them. We couldn't be more proud of what you guys have accomplished, and we're super excited to see what the future holds for you boys. So keep your head up, and great games, guys. And on that note, with RLCS and RLRS, new fan rewards came out for watching the streams.
Yes.
Any particular reward that you're most excited to maybe get your hands on?
I'm kind of looking. I'd like to have the ballistic gold demo or gold explosion. It's just kind of neat. All the balls popping out and stuff. But and then I'm a big fan of green cars. So those I'm not sure the name of them, but it's the wheels that are come stock green. I think those would be cool, or anything in titanium white, so I can trade it for something.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was kind of scrolling through the images on the Rocket League website, and I have to say, if I could have any one thing, it's probably that ballistic goal explosion. That seems like it'd be super cool. I actually haven't seen it in action, But just looking at the stills they have there on the website, it definitely seems like the thing I'm most interested in. But I'm kind of excited for the diversity they have. There's definitely, it seems like a larger lineup. The last set of fan rewards, the only thing I ever really remember hearing about all the time was the Apexes.
Yep.
So on that note, we are going to head into our community spotlight interview. All right, everybody, welcome the grumpiest man in Discord to follow up after the most toxic man in Discord last week. Grumpy old man, welcome.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great.
Great to hear. Did you pick up any fan rewards this weekend?
I managed to snag Ballistic, actually, so liking it quite a bit. Good goal explosion, and going to see how much I can get Kraken Puns to offer me for it, since he's been looking for it, so... No,
awesome.
It's a good one.
Awesome. Yeah, I actually looking forward to seeing that one. We'll have to play together so I can see what it looks like. Right, I have that one pegged for the one I'd most like to have. As we discussed a few moments ago on the show. But cool. I've noticed recently there's been a bit of an uptick in Fortnite. It seems like there's been some more people playing. How's that going?
It's going really good. I think I've seen the same thing, seen a few new faces that I hadn't had a chance to play with before. There's still a few that I haven't had much of a chance to play with, but quite a few people have been getting together for games, and some EU guys and some NA guys. So we've been getting a little Fortnite diplomacy going on there. It's some of the EU and NA guys playing together, and it's been a lot of fun. It's really popular right now. So
awesome. I love that, man. The United Nations of Fortnite sounds great. I know you
been a lot
guys.
of fun.
You guys were doing some community queuing and so on and so forth, where you're all trying to get in the same game this weekend.
Yeah, we've done it a couple of times. We were pretty successful with it, actually. I think it was Friday night. We had two groups of four that we were trying to get in the same squad games and see if we could find each other on the map and kill each other. And I will say that the two or three I was involved in, the only time we had some really direct combat, I think my team came out on top, so that was nice.
Of course.
Did get a nice kill on Fuzzy one on another one that we dropped the exact same place, but other squads were with us, and we didn't really fight as much against each other as much as other squads, but I did manage to kill Fuzzy on that one.
Oh, that's awesome! You demoed the legendary Fuzzy in Fortnite.
Apparently, yeah.
That's great. Cool. Yeah, I know we're looking to add some more options to kind of help you guys connect. I know it's hard with without there being private servers and all that to really host any events or anything like that. But we are looking to maybe add some things with the LFG bot and see what we can do to try to improve that experience for all you guys over there on the Fortnite side of the house to just make it a little bit easier to connect with one another and find each other for games.
Yeah, I think that, and probably all of us doing a little bit better job of using the built-in Discord option, to where you can put a link up to a game in Discord directly and do it that way as well, which we should probably... I know I've seen some people using it here and there, so we can use that a little more. I really just everybody's anticipating those custom matches, so we could do some private server events where we could throw out a code and it'd just be all people from M.A.N getting in and duking it out. So
yeah, that would be super cool. Matter of fact, it was you guys in Fortnite that actually alerted me to that rich presence functionality. As it's just not in any of the games that I play regularly, so I've never noticed it. And I guess I missed those patch notes. It's been a part of Discord for quite some time, as I hear. I know they expanded it into some other games, like I think League of Legends was on the patch notes at some point, I think throughout the week. But
yeah, I think I just downloaded a patch like yesterday that had a note about League being a rich presence game, and I don't remember if Fortnite was one of the. I felt like it was one of the first ones that they did that with, that they did the rich presence thing with, but
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, I think I Googled, someone had put together like a comprehensive list of like every game that had that functionality, I think somewhere on a Reddit that I came across, and pretty much confirmed that, well, that's why I've overlooked this feature, because none of the games that that I play are on this list.
Yeah.
Other than Fortnite, but as you know, and everyone else knows, I don't get the opportunity to play that much. But I did enjoy our games recently, so I probably will be looking to play it a little bit more. And super hyped to see Discord maybe take that rich presence functionality a little further. I imagine it's difficult for them as so many games kind of have like their own built-in party systems and looking for
Mm-hmm.
group
Yeah.
mechanisms and matchmakings and things. So I would imagine that's there has to be some kind of coordination between both dev on Discord side and game side. But
Yeah, I would guess the ones that use Steam for a lot of their matchmaking stuff are even more complicated on that too. So
yeah,
Fortnite not having that as part of their matchmaking thing probably made it a little bit easier.
yeah.
But
Yeah, that's a good point too, because I think a lot of the games that I've played, they do kind of leverage Steam for
mhm.
matchmaking. But we'll be looking to see what Discord does with that. I know this Discord in and of itself has come a long way just in the time I've been using it. So I'll be excited to see what they do with that.
Definitely.
So the M.A.N Mixer went down on Tuesday. Seemed like that was a huge success. You want to tell us a little bit about how that went down?
Man Mixer's been great. It's something that we originally did a few times back in the fall, or yeah, I think back in the fall, and was fairly popular at first, and then kind of died out, and we put it on hold. But with the success that Inebriated Uper had with his Noob Nights on Tuesday nights, we were seeing a lot more of the bronze, silver, gold players getting together and playing, and that's something that kind of never really developed on the mixer night. We didn't have enough people at that level to play a lot of times, and it kind of took a lot of the wind out of the sails on it. And with those guys really getting together and making that a thing on Tuesday nights, it was kind of a natural thing to kind of look at bringing back mixer night and getting everybody in on the fun. And it's been great so far. It's a lot of positive response. I think probably better numbers than we even had when we first introduced it, and everybody's really excited about it and doing
Yeah,
it again this week, and hope it keeps going.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and as you say that, I vividly kind of start to recall that was always a challenge with the mixer night originally, was trying to get the lower ranked players in and fill up those games. And when you only get three or four, it's hard. Four is good because you can 2v2, but anything less, it's no longer an in-house scenario. But yeah, so that's great work, you and Uper and everyone involved. Thanks for doing that. It's been great to see, and I'm sure the people will be able to leverage that and continue growing their skills at Rocket League. And this week's mixer on Tuesday should be rather interesting. The mixer's going down at 9, but shortly beforehand is the training camp that Fighter Vet used to do, which Blue is hosting for the time being. The training camp's going to start about 2 hours before the mixer night, and then of course from there you guys will have the opportunity to kind of funnel into the mixer nights, play with people of your rank, and see if you can leverage some of that advice you get during the training camp. So I think that should be a pretty cool opportunity for folks that will be coming up this week.
No, that's a great idea. I'm glad to see Blue stepping up and doing that, and I think it's a natural, kind of a natural funnel in from a little bit of training time into some scrimmage time, really. Kind of practice what you just learned. So that's a great idea. And I was going to add, I think on one of the other reasons we're having a lot of success, I think we've gotten a lot more active. We have more active members now in those lower ranks that participate in chat and get in houses and really become really active part of the group, and that's made a big difference, I think, in how
Absolutely,
things are going.
absolutely.
Good to see.
Yeah, it's great to see. And I know you wanted to give a special shout out to the events managers, and I'd like to second that as well. The all the events we have going on and everything too, with everybody stepping up and helping out with that, I think has definitely helped as well, because there's kind of always something going on, always something to do.
Yeah, great for everything from Fighter and Blue doing the training camp to the handicap twos event that beer just did last weekend, and I really like that concept, and it sounds like it went pretty well. Maybe some tweaks to some of the setup to it, it'd be even better. And the twos event, the mixed twos, I'm trying to remember exactly what
The
that was
man
called.
solo twos.
Yeah, the solo twos event was great. It's really good to see a lot of people stepping up and suggesting some good ideas for some events to try, and then getting involved and making them happen. Working with you guys to make those a possibility. So there's a lot of different things for everybody to participate in here on the Discord.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, we certainly appreciate all you guys stepping up and helping out with that. Certainly, um, certainly relieves a lot of pressure on our side and helps us stay focused on some of the bigger projects and things that we're doing on the back end. So, thanks for bringing that up, and certainly second that. I really appreciate all you guys and all that you do to make everything fun and awesome.
Definitely.
Well, with that, Grumpy, I certainly appreciate you coming by to have a chat with us, and I hope to see the Mixer Nights continue to be a success. And thank you for the work that you and Youper are putting in on that. It's awesome. So thank you.
Hey, thank you guys for keeping this place going. It's been great for my Rocket League game and for my online gaming in general. And I think a lot of other people feel the same way about it. So
I
thank you
appreciate
very
that.
much.
Thanks for stopping in, Grump.
Hey, no problem. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks again to Grumpy Old Man for hanging out and coming to chit chat with us. Certainly appreciate it. And next up, we have This Week in M.A.N. coming up Monday, 3/12 at 7 p.m. Eastern. The House of Diamonds, hosted by Classic Style, will be happening. So make sure you head over and check that event out. Tuesday, we actually have a twofer. Tuesday, 3/13 at 7 p.m. Eastern is Fighter Vets Training Camp as hosted by Blue. Fighter Vet, I believe, may also be there helping out as well. This week is actually full. They only kind of take 6 people at a time. So if you have reserved one of those slots, it is super important that you show up. And, that way, that event can go on. And everyone else, if you didn't get a chance to get in this week, be sure to check it out for the following week. It should be every Tuesday around 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you stay in tune with that and secure your spot early. And then, of course, make sure you show up. And then right at the same time the training camp will be ending, the M.A.N Mixer will be popping up. So as we kind of talked about in the interview with Grumpy, that should be a good opportunity for some of you guys coming out of the training camp to jump in some in-house games with people around your same level. Try to put some of that advice you were given in the training camp to work in the Mixer Night and really use that scrimmage environment to hone that out and start testing the waters with advancing your gameplay. Then Saturday night we have the Shamrock Draft, followed by the Fashion Show, where we will be giving out 7 keys to first place and 3 keys to second place as voted on Twitch. So stay tuned for that coming up on Saturday. And then also last week we talked a bit about a sticker contest, and I've actually extended the sticker contest for 1 week. So submit your designs to me by this Sunday, 3/18, and then we will get it posted up so everyone can vote on your designs, and we'll get them made up and kind of go from there. Critter, you have anything to share or say?
Definitely looking forward to people getting their submissions in for the sticker contest. I like to get those printed up soon and get those on the shop and on my truck. The Shamrock Draft is going to be a lot of fun. The fashion show thing, it's going to see a lot of green, obviously, but I was looking through my inventory the other day and came up with some pretty crazy schemes. So I'm looking forward to see what everybody else can come up with, especially some of the traders who may have just ridiculous amounts of things. Yeah, looking forward to seeing everybody out this week. Gonna try to make it to the M.A.N Mixer this time. I'm gonna get there a little earlier so I don't get blocked out. But should be a fun week. Good amount of stuff coming up, and look forward to seeing everybody on Discord.
Likewise, yeah, I'm looking forward to the fashion show too. It'll be interesting to see how that shapes up. First time we've ever really done something like that. I know having a fashion show was something that was suggested to us by a member. Ooh, man, 6-7 months ago. It's just something that I've kind of had written down here as something to potentially do, and I just felt with the holiday random draft, it seemed like it would be an appropriate time to kind of throw that into the mix post event on Saturday night. And so eager and anxious to see how that will turn out. Hopefully it'll be a good time though. And then at some point I need to pencil in some time for the training camp. I really do want to go through that, but I know it's a little bit difficult of a event for me to make just due to the timing of things, and being during the week, right about that time we're kind of doing dinner and just getting settled from the workday and all that fun stuff. So at some point though, I'm gonna make some plans to get in there and do that. Um, I know I personally would like to attend more events than I generally get the opportunity to do, just in general. But that's one that I definitely think I could benefit from. That I'm looking forward to being a part of. So we'll see if we can make that happen. And other than that, I appreciate, as always, you guys stopping by and giving us a listen. And I look forward to seeing you all on the pitch and at any one of these various events throughout the week. And hope you guys all have a great week. And we will see you next week. Thank you. Critter, say bye.
Middle-aged Noobs thanks you for listening to The M.A.N Show. Be sure to follow, like, and subscribe for the latest M.A.N news and event announcements.